it is time for the royal appointment. And y'all, guess who's back? Back again. Tominey's back. Everything is well back in Transylvania with her uncle, he's got a first name. I've been waiting to tell you guys this for the entire week. Thank you to Deborah for sending me this information that I desperately needed to know. Count Chocula's Christian name is Count Alfred Chocula. Why did they need to give him a backstory? Why did I? Anyway, delightful to have you back. Let's get into it. Why King Charles is a millennial poster boy in waiting. We're going right to the bottom because the closing line is truly incredible. The question now for the court of Charles III is how to weaponize the king's natural appeal to the youth of today without alienating the royal family's boomer fan base. Okay, I'm sorry. I have so many giggles because it's the welcome back we deserved. She is well rested. She is firing on all cylinders. First of all, the use of weaponizing here. Very interesting, and I think she uses it as a way to say to the generally boomer base of the audience at the Telegraph, like, he's just doing that to get on their good side and to preserve the monarchy. Because why would you use weaponize? It's such a specific term. But also, let's find out more about Bernie Sanders, King Charles. She refers to Graham Smith of Republic. It's an anti-monarchy group who claims that it's gaining momentum. People are more and more against the monarchy. They are not into it. They're disillusioned. And would you believe that she twists around a poll to fit her narrative? It's unheard of. While you could look at the YouGov poll, as Graham Smith did, showing opposition is at its highest level, 61% of Britons still think that the UK should continue to have a monarchy. Now again, who is being asked these questions? How are these questions being asked? Is the real question. I said question a lot. And then a majority, 58%, think the institution is good for the country. What does good mean here? How do we quantify good? But someone else could look at that and frame it as only a little over 50% of people think the monarchy is good for the country. Anyway, and Camilla's like, great on a curve. Quote, these aren't bad stats for the House of Windsor when you consider that this past year has not only witnessed the death of Queen Elizabeth II, but also the airing of the Duke and Duchess of Sussex's damaging Netflix documentary, and even more intimate revelations in Prince Harry's autobiography Spare. What say you about rehabbing of Prince Andrew in the media? Or Charles's dubious charitable endeavors and the scandals surrounding those? Oh wait, you just don't talk about them. But sure, the horrendous year is because of Harry and Meghan, obviously, who aren't actually popular, but you're right about them. And then she goes into that she can admit that Charles has a slight little bitty problem with millennials and Gen Z. And then perhaps the most unbelievable statement she's ever written, and that's saying something. On paper, the king should be a poster boy for millennials and Gen Zs. Why, pray tell? He's not only one of the world's original eco-warriors, but also seemingly a bit of a lefty, with his opposition to the Rwanda immigration plan and support for socially liberal causes. I am not going to say that Charles does not care about the environment. I am, though, going to propose the argument made in the book by Dr. Clancy, Running the Family Firm. For all the talk of social progress, he actually hates the kind of architecture that would help house more individuals and lead to social progress. That a lot of his calls are actually more for a recreation of the past. Basically says that some of Charles's eco-friendly sheen is perhaps motivated by other factors, and one of those being a desire for the past. Where rich white people took common land and destabilize the ecosystem so that they could have large, sprawling estates built on the backs of slavery. Environmentalism. There are easier ways to win over the younger generations, like having stood up for your biracial daughter-in-law in the papers, recognizing the importance of change and diverse voices within your family. A redistribution of wealth. Trust me, if you dig into the duchies and how the royals are paid and the crown estate, it will drive you bananas. Especially given the cost of living crisis and the people who have died over the winter because they couldn't heat their homes. There's plenty you could do. Anyway, this is hilarious. Thank you.